Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today we have a book haul for you friends. Now I know what you're thinking, but Kat, we just had a book haul of 60 plus books in which you said you were going to be slowing down your book buying. I hear you. But in my defense, these have been sitting to be hauled since like December. So I do have 3 months worth of books here to haul. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them have been in the recent month. I'm definitely having a spending month and we need to curtail that. But anyway, I have some very fun books. I'm excited to talk about them. And I need to get these on my shelves. My shelves are a bit of a mess right now, so I need to do a bit of a bookshelf reorganization, which I may or may not film, I guess. Wait and see if that ends up on the channel. But either way, I need to get these hauled because the pile of them on top of my printer, not looking so good. So I have 27 books to show you. We've got a mix of, I mean, obviously there's a lot of romance being me. We've got some special editions, we've got some graphic novels, and we've got some kind of romantasy. So I'm excited. Let's start with the graphic novel, shall we? Because they're what's right in front of me. So first up, I've got Miles Morales' Stranger Tides, written by Justin A. Reynolds. This was a present from Stuart for Christmas, which is so cute. I love Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Just in general, I like Spider-Man like generally, but I really like the kind of Miles story, and this art is really nice. It's really cool. Very excited to read this. Really cute that Stuart got it for me as well. So sweet of him. So this one is kind of Miles having just adjusted to being Spider-Man, and he's invited to a launch of a new video game, but the villain there has like frozen everyone that plays the game, and so Miles needs to figure out what's going on there. Sounds very cool. Next up, I have Willow. So this is part of the like reboot Buffy series. So they like kind of brought Buffy into the like modern day. So I have the first 2 of Buffy, and this one, I don't really know where this comes in the series. So I'm also not going to read the blurb because I haven't read any of the Buffy graphic novels, so I don't want to spoil it for myself. But this cover looks incredible. And I bought this one where we were somewhere, I think we were in Durham. Yeah, it was somewhere that like I don't really go, and I wanted to pick something up, and this cover so gorgeous. So yeah, I'm excited to add this to my Buffy collection. Next up we have If You'll Have Me by Uni. I think this is a Waterstones exclusive with purple sprayed edges, if I'm remembering correctly. This one doesn't have a blurb. It just says love is at the door if they're brave enough to let it in. It's a sapphic romance graphic novel with adorable art, and I love a chunky graphic novel. I feel like I'm really getting value for my money when a graphic novel is chunky. We've just got so much cute art to love for many pages, so I'm very excited to read this one. I just realized I forgot to say it is raining and I film in the conservatory, so it's going to be quite atmospheric hopefully, but that's just to let you know it might not be raining where you are right now, and the raining is me. So next up we have Project Nought by Chelsea Frady. I don't remember buying this. I mean, it's 100% my sort of thing. I think it's from Waterstones. I think I picked up this and If You'll Have Me at the same time. So this one is about Ren, who lives in the 90s, and he suddenly wakes up and he's in the year 2122, and he doesn't know what's going on. And basically he's been brought into the future to talk about what history was really like, but he ends up falling in love or getting feelings for Mars, who's like the student guide who's showing him around in 2122, sorry. Was too many years there, but yeah, this sounds really cute. Queer romance, beautiful art. That wasn't a great example of the art, but trust me, it's really cute. And I absolutely love graphic novels, so very excited to read this one. Okay, let's shift to my romances, shall we? Because there's quite a few of these. So we'll do 2 YAs first. So first up we have Broken Hearts and Zombie Parts by William Hussey. Got this from, which station is it in Italy? I can't think of the name, but like quite a major station in Italy when we were there in Rome. And they had like a really cool bookshop with many floors, and they had an entirely like international section with UK books. So I decided to pick this up. I haven't heard of it, but it was giving Heartstopper vibes. You know, if there's a male romance, I want to buy it. And yeah, I think it looks really cute. So I just realized I didn't read the blurb before starting filming this, so I'll read it anyway. So Jesse Spark has a broken heart, and in a few short weeks he'll require major surgery to repair it, which means he only has a month to accomplish 2 almost impossible tasks. 1, shoot his epic zombie movie on a shoestring budget to help him get into film school. 2, fall in love before this surgery lands him with a huge scar, because how will anyone fancy him after that? It's giving such Heartstopper vibes. It says it's a savagely funny romance about body image, self-acceptance, and falling in love for fans of sex education and Heartstopper, both of which I love. So yeah, very excited to read that. Like, even look like Charlie. Super cute, very excited. And then we have Night Shift by Annie Crown, which I picked up from the works a couple of days ago because this cover, one of my favorite covers ever, and this was already on my TBR. I just obviously hadn't picked it up yet because it wasn't out. So this one is about a bookworm and a basketball player. We've got a little bit of Grumpy Sunshine, I think, going on here, and it's a kind of, you know, like nerd sporty romance, but basically Kendall works in the university's library and she is not interested in hanging around with people. She just wants to, you know, be with her books. And then the basketball player Vincent, he kind of just turns up one night, he's injured, he's super grumpy, and then things go from there. Super cute. I'm actually really excited to read this. This is really high up on my TBR right now. Then for my adult romances, first up we have Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. So this is what I mean by these have sat here for a while. The sticker did not come off well. Tut the works. So I need to clean that up after this. But this is about Melody and Beat, whose parents were, oh my gosh, I've just realised the names. Whose parents were in a band and well, their mums, and the band kind of had a falling out, and then a TV producer wants them to get back together, and so it's up to the kids to like reunite them. Being Tessa Bailey, I'm expecting spice because Tessa Bailey's books are really spicy. Of the books I read, they're like really towards the top, so hopefully this is good. Obviously I won't be reading it until next Christmas, but hopefully I enjoy it. Okay, next up we have a book that I'm a little bit anxious about, but I expect I'm going to love, which is 10 Things That Never Happened by Alexis Hall. Boyfriend Material is one of my favorite books of all time. It's just it's a beautiful fake dating male romance that's just exceptional. I don't really like the sequel though, but this is apparently part of the extended universe, and to be honest, I think I will love this because I love Alexis Hall's writing. My issue with Husband Material was more to do with I didn't need that character story arc, but I expect I will absolutely love this, and it's apparently part of the extended universe of Boyfriend and Husband Material. So this is about Sam, who is the manager of a bed and bath retailer, and then I think Jonathan is like the regional manager, and Jonathan should never have hired Sam. Apparently it was a sentimental decision, and then he's determined to set things right. So I assume he's going to fire him. And then he orders Sam down to London for them to talk it out, but Sam trips and hurts his head and then fakes having amnesia. And so they kind of can't have the difficult conversation that Jonathan wanted to have because Sam is injured. So yeah, I think this will be a fun, I think the only issue with this will be like the miscommunication trope could potentially be in here, which is not my favorite, but it sounds really fun. I've not read anything like it before, and as I say, Alexis Hall's writing is actually incredible, so I'm excited. Okay, then the next 6 books I bought in a like 2-3 for £6 deal in Waterstones because I really wanted the other 5, and so I needed to get another book to go with that, and so I decided to get Honey and Spice, which is by Bolu Babalola. I've heard quite a few people talk about this and really enjoy it, and again, we love the cover. This one is not going in my brain though, so I'm going to read it out. So, as host of radio show Brown Sugar, Kiki Banjo's mission is to protect her listeners from heartbreak, which puts Whitewell College's newest student, handsome player Malachi Corredia, at the top of her hit list. But when Kiki's dream summer internship in New York depends on finding a fresh angle for her radio show, she must make an unlikely bargain with Malachi himself to put their simmering clashes aside. Okay, so it's a rivals to lovers aside to form a fake relationship, something sweet and spicy enough to win over the whole campus, and a fake date. Okay. However, close proximity to the notorious heartbreaker brings everything Kiki thought she knew about her own heart into question. Why is throwing out her stringent romantic rulebook suddenly so tempting? Interested to see what we think, and this cover's really cute. I love the colours. So the next 5 I don't think are in the right order because I don't know the order yet. I need to sort it out. But we have the is it Chestnut Springs series? Is it Chestnut Springs? I can't remember. I think it's Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. So I've been going back and forth about buying these because they are all on Kindle Unlimited, and I do currently have Kindle Unlimited, but I'm thinking I may get rid of Kindle Unlimited. I don't think I'm reading enough Kindle Unlimited books right now for Kindle Unlimited to be worth my time. And as I say, these were in the 3 for £6 deal. So I just, in the end, I decided to get them. I've been going in and out of Works, the store, so often trying to get the full set in one go. And I finally found them. They just, Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And I've seen a lot of people talking about these recently, and I think I'll really like them. I'm not going to read the blurbs of all of them because there's 5, but it's basically a spicy romance series on a horse ranch, I believe. And I just think these covers are beautiful. I love the like pastel nature of them. I think they're so cute. So I'll just show you the cover for each of them. So first off, we've got Flawless. I'm pretty sure this is number 1, but the rest of them I don't think are in the right order. Hopeless, Heartless, Powerless, and Reckless, which I think is the last one, but again, I might be wrong. So really cute there. And I got some bookmarks to go with them. So these are from Ashen Books Makes, who is on Etsy. So please do check them out if you like the look of these. And they sent me a free bookmark, which is super nice of them. Really cute. I love this book stack. Really nice. So I was on Etsy and, you know, they had like, Ash had matching bookmarks. I couldn't not get them. They're so cute. And they have a quote from each book on the back. So should we go through each one? So we'll compare them to the books for fun, because I've not done that yet. It's perfect. Did I need an individual bookmark for each of these? No, but am I happy? Yeah, I really am. So the quote on this one is, "Princess, you look like you were made for me. I feel like I was made for you." Ooh. So that is Flawless. I'm going to put the bookmarks with each of the books now that they can go together. As I said, I don't know the order. In fact, if I look in one of them, can I find the order? Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless. Oh, Hopeless is the last one then, is it? Yeah, Flawless, Heartless. Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless, Hopeless. Okay, fine. We're in the right order now, everyone. So, next up, Heartless. So cute. And this one says, "I'm sick of holding back with you. You're not going anywhere. You belong here with me." That's a little bit possessive, but that's okay. Hopefully I won't mind. Next up we have Powerless, and this one has ice skates. I love the purple. And this one says, "I've seen the darkest parts of you and I'm still here. I still want more." I love that. Obsessed. Super cute. Love the purple. Then we have, so now we have Reckless, not the final one. This is Reckless. And this one says, "I'd be reckless with you over and over again if it means ending up here." Cute. And that one's got cowboy boots on it. And then we have Hopeless, which has got some kind of like dog tag. Oh, it's a fake fiance. It's a fake fiance, one of my favorite tropes. That is just the perfect match. And this one says, "I'm scared of you becoming something I can't live without." I'm so excited. I'm so excited to read these. I really hope I love them now that I've bought all of them, but at least they weren't too expensive anyway. Next up we have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Now, I hear you. I haven't read Icebreaker. Somewhere around there behind me. I haven't read Icebreaker. I expect I will like Icebreaker. Like, realistically, it's the kind of thing I like. So I just need to hurry up and get to it. But I had to pick this one up because in the works, they had this sprayed edge edition, like ombre sprayed edge. It's so beautiful, and it was only £5. And also the cover's by Leanie Kaufman. Like, I can't not. If a cover's by Leanie, you know I want to buy it. But this was the only one in my works with the sprayed edge. None of the others have sprayed edges, and this one costs the same amount. So I had to pick it up, okay? I'm not going to read the blurb because I haven't read Icebreaker. This is a sequel to Icebreaker. I think it's set at a summer camp, which I would really like that. Like, that's... I always really, really wanted to go and do, what is it called? Camp America. Like, I actually have a lot of regrets now that I didn't go and do Camp America, that I let my anxiety and being in relationships when I was younger mean that I didn't go and do Camp America in the summer, because I really wish I could. And somebody that I know through work, she was like, "Oh, you totally still could." I was like, I can't. I'm not in that place of life anymore that I could go and do Camp America. But yeah, if this is like kind of Camp America-y, I would really like that. We have the new Tessa Bailey, which is Fangirl Down. Love this cover. And this is about Wells, who is golf's hottest rising star, but he's really like struggling with his career, and he's got this one fangirl left called Josephine. who always believes in him and always there. And then I think he puts a proposition for her to get her to like travel around with him to, I guess, be his personal cheerleader. It's a Grumpy Sunshine. I expect this is going to... I just flicked. Okay, so what I was about to say is I expect this is going to be really steamy. And I flicked through to a page. Yeah. Typical Tessa Bailey. Look, they're a good time. I really enjoy Tessa Bailey books, so I'm very excited to read this. This was one of my most anticipated releases for this year, so excited. And another book that I've been waiting so long to read is Happy Place by Emily Henry, because it's finally out in paperback. I really just like that Emily Henry's books are now being released in hardback for like 6 months before they come out in paperback. I don't want to read my romances in hardback, so... very excited to finally get my hands on this. This is the W.H. Smith's edition, which I think has exclusive content. I don't know what exclusive content, but it does. I would have loved a sprayed edge on this, like the hardback has, you know, but anyway. So I love Emily Henry. I've read the other three, Emily Henry books. Beach Read is part of my personality. It's one of my favourite books ever. And I will read anything Emily Henry puts out, I think, but I am a bit nervous about this one, and I've had it on ebook and haven't read it. I'm a bit nervous because this is about two exes that broke up 6 months ago but are basically fake pretending to be together for like one more summer with their friends. And I don't know how I feel about exes fake dating. Like, fake dating, one of my favourite tropes, but I don't know how I feel about exes getting back together, to be honest. Like, I am kind of somebody who would be under the impression that if you break up the first time, you were meant to break up. So I don't know, but I have it. I have the matching cover with all my other editions. We'll see what I think. Okay, so now let's move into my Romantasy. So first up, I have the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. I've wanted this for a while, but I don't like the new covers in the UK. So we have these covers that have these stripy spines, and I just really don't like them. I don't think that they will look nice on a shelf. This, stunning, but I do not think the other ones will look nice on a shelf, is my opinion. So I didn't think I was ever going to get them because, you know, I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'd wait for like some special editions, but special editions have already happened. So I wasn't going to be able to get them. And then I went on eBay, and I kind of forget that eBay is a place I could go for books. And these editions have been imported from the US, and they're beautiful. And they're brand new. They were shrink wrapped, and they are a lot cheaper than I've seen a couple of people selling these on Vinted, because I'm in my Vinted era now. I've seen a few people selling these on Vinted for a lot more than I bought them for on eBay. So if you like the look of these, I would check them out. The only downside that I didn't realise, because the picture like everywhere just uses a stock image of the 3 books just in this, so I couldn't actually see like what the editions look like. They are that annoying American thing where, like, why is that a thing? Why do you guys have to have covers that are shorter? I actually think these ones are pretty, so I don't hate it, but I just think it's really weird. So yeah, first up we have Caraval. So it's got red foil and like a blue hollow star. It's so pretty. No foil on the word on the spine, which I think is a bit odd, but it's got like some red. Then we have, it's the second one. I assume the second one is not called Finale. So the second one must be Legendary. So gorgeous. I love that red heart, and that's really fun as well, this red strip here. And that's the spine with gold foil, very fun. And then the final, I think this is my favorite for prettiness, is Finale, which has got like goldy orange design and then gold foil, and then it's got a gold edge, which is really pretty. So yeah, I've been really wanting to read this series for a while, and I would love to read the new ones, the like Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, but I'm pretty sure that you need to have read Caraval trilogy first. So I decided I was going to pick it up, and I hear you that I could have got it on ebook, but I didn't. I got these. So I don't know what this is about, so let me read the blurb just for number 1. I won't read it for all of them. Sorry, I've got new glasses and they slip down all the time. I meant to apologise for it in my other video. I probably need to go and get them refitted. So a legendary competition, a mesmerising romance, an unbreakable bond between 2 sisters. Scarlett Dragner has never left the tiny island where she and her sister Tella live with their powerful and cruel father. Now Scarlett's father has arranged a marriage for her, and Scarlett thinks her dreams of seeing Caraval, the faraway once-a-year performance where the audience participates in the show, are over. But this year, Scarlet's long-dreamt-of invitation finally arrives. With the help of a mysterious sailor, Teller whisks Scarlet away to the show. Only as soon as they arrive, Teller is kidnapped by Caraval's mastermind organizer, Legend. Ah, okay. It turns out that this season's Caraval revolves around Teller, and whoever finds her first is the winner. Oh, Scarlet has been told that everything that happens during Caraval is only an elaborate performance, but she nevertheless becomes enmeshed, I've never heard that word before, in a game of love, heartbreak and magic with the other players in the game. And whether Caraval is real or not, she must find Teller before the 5 nights of games are over. A dangerous domino effect of consequences is set off, and her sister disappears forever. Welcome to Caraval, beware of getting swept too far away. Wow, that sounds so cool. I'm really excited by this. Yeah, I'm really happy to have these. I would really like to read these soon, but I say that about every book. And when you have 180 books on your unread TBR, or just physically, let's not talk about my Kindle and audiobook TBRs. How do you decide what to read, you know? I really need to get my glasses refitted, don't I? They really don't fit me. That's not going back in as well as I would have liked, and I don't want to damage them. Okay, fun. Yes, very happy to have these editions of the Caraval series. Then I have the stunning hardback of Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I loved Divine Rivals, gave it 5 stars. Where is it? I just realised I don't know where I've put my edition of it. Oh, it's there. I was like, it was on display before. But yeah, I love these covers. I love these covers so much more than the US covers. Divine Rivals, the UK cover, is one of my favourite covers of all time. Just so pretty. I'm not going to read the blurb of this because I haven't read it yet, which is frankly embarrassing. Because I bought this as soon as it came out, like I pre-ordered it. But I listened to these on audio. The audio is really good for these. If you want an audio recommendation, I loved the audiobook for Divine Rivals. So I'm very excited to read this. Gorgeous cover. Beautiful. Would have loved a sprayed edge version, but I'm not going to buy the Fairy Loot editions from like Vinted or whatever, because people are selling them for like £150 each. And also I prefer these covers. But there was like the TikTok version of the first one, which I might get. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, very cute. Okay, and then next up we have another book that I bought in Rome from that same bookshop, which is Girl, Goddess, Queen by Bea Fitzgerald. I love this version, but do you know what? So I'd never seen this book. I'd never heard of it. If I see a sprayed edge, I want a book. I really am that basic. But this version is so much bigger than a UK hardback, right? So much bigger. This version is now in Waterstones with the same sprayed edges in UK size. Yeah, so I'm really glad I bought this back in my suitcase. But it is beautiful. I hope I like it. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling, so chances are I will, because I love Hades and Persephone's retellings. So basically this is about people think that Persephone was like captured by Hades and kidnapped to be his bride, and she wants to set the record straight that that's not the case. That's not what happened. She jumps. She wants to escape from her mum. She was not planning to fall in love with Hades, but you know, it looks like that might be the way it goes. And it's so pink. I love how pink it is. Yeah, but it's massive. Oh, but the writing's really blown up. Okay, for the size. But I can't carry this on a commute. If I'd known it was coming out in the UK with sprayed edges, that's the difference. I would have waited, obviously, but anyway, I have it now. It's very cute. And then finally, before we get into the special editions, is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have read this already, gave it 5 stars. Ali Hazelwood, You're a Dream. The only one I have not given, well, let's ignore the novellas, but the only one I haven't given 5 stars is Love on the Brain, which I just didn't enjoy. But this is Ali Hazelwood at top form. So this is, everyone says it's like based on Twilight fan fiction, which I don't know if it is or isn't, but Ali did start off in fan fiction. Hey, absolutely fine by me. I'm a Twilight girly, so I have no issue with that. But it's really different from the Twilight story. So Misery is a vampire, and she, when she's younger, is given over to humans as collateral, where basically they swap a human for a vampire to keep alliances between the two species. And so she lives out the majority of her life in the human realm, rather like the human location, rather than with fellow vampires. So she really doesn't think she fits in with the vampires. And when she was with the human family, there was a human girl called Serena that she was best friends with. And Serena goes missing at the very beginning of the book. And Misery is then told by her father that she is now going to be collateral with an alliance between the vampires and the werewolves due to a political changeover in the area that they live in. This book's really political, by the way. If you don't understand American politics, which I don't particularly, that bit went over my head. So Misery is now given up as collateral again, but now this time it's going to be with the werewolves. And this time she has to stay married to the leader of the werewolf pack for a year. She's not going to do it until she finds out that Serena maybe has some connection to the werewolves, and then she agrees to do it. So she fake marries Lo, who is the alpha leader of the werewolves. And it's about them, you know, figuring out how to live together as a vampire and a werewolf, and also looking for Serena and that kind of thing. This book is so good. It's so good. It's steamy, but in a really, really justifiable way. And in typical Ali Hazelwood style, the steamy scenes are not perfect. That's my favourite thing about Ali's spicy scenes, is that they do have stuff going wrong and it isn't perfect. And I really like that, because that's so much more accurate to real life. And Misery and Lo, my goodness, did I want them to be together. What I also like about Ali Hazelwood, sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling, what I also like about Ali Hazelwood is the male characters that she writes. Yes, it's usually grumpy sunshine. I would say this one is the other way around, Misery is the grump. But the guys are usually super brooding and really grumpy, and Lo is not like that. But regardless, the male characters are always lovely to their families, really, really good guys who just haven't found their partner in life for whatever reason. And I love that we're not having toxic relationships in Ali Hazelwood's books, because I tell you, if there's a thing I don't want to read, it's a toxic male main character in a book. So this was great. I loved Lo so much. I really loved Misery as well. Watching her find this found family through the course of this book was amazing. We did have a little bit of third act drama that I could have done without, but in the main, this was so good. If you haven't picked it up yet, please do. And the reason that I've read this one already, I mean, it's Ali, so obviously I have, but I'm actually going to go meet Ali Hazelwood next week from when I'm filming this, but I don't know when this video will go up. There's a signing happening at Waterstones in Trafalgar Square. So I'm going to take, so I can take 4 books to get signed, I think, and you had to buy a book as part of buying the ticket, which I don't, do they think that the Ali Hazelwood girlies don't already own all the Ali Hazelwood books? So I've bought a new copy of The Love Hypothesis because it's my oldest one. So that's what I'll have Ali sign there. But I'm also going to bring Bride, Love Theoretically, and Check and Mate, I think, because they would be my top Ali books. But yeah, so that was Bride. I loved it. Sorry for gushing. So now we have my special editions. We've got 4 to show you. So first up, I have Solitaire by Alice Oseman, who's the author of Heartstopper. This is a gorgeous Waterstones exclusive edition. This was a new cover, and it was the last one in the Waterstones that I was in, and the cashier was like, "Oh, you managed to get the last one." I was like, I did. So this one is about Tori, who is Charlie's sister from Heartstopper. And it says, "My name is Tori Spring. I like to sleep and I like to blog. Last year I had friends. Things were very different, I guess, but that's all over now. Now there's Solitaire and Michael Holden. I don't know what Solitaire are trying to do, and I don't care about Michael Holden. I really don't." This, I think, goes alongside 5 and 6, the graphic novels. So I think I will read this one soon. But yeah, I love this edition. So it is a hardback, but I love these sprayed edges so much. Hopefully I enjoy this, because I actually don't love Alice Oseman's novels as much as I love her graphic novels. The Heartstopper graphic novels are my personality. But this one's about Tori, and we love Tori, so I'm sure I'll really like it because it's part of the universe. So we have a Fairy Loot YA book that I bought on Vinted, because I'm not subscribed to the Fairy Loot YA. I actually have just signed up for the Romantasy adult one, because I did get a spot on the wait list. So I have signed up to that. But anyway, this is A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. I've not really heard anyone talk about this book, but this edition, oh, I had to own it. So this is the reverse dust jacket, which is my favourite of the 2 dust jackets. I think that the normal cover for this is too zoomed in, and it looks cluttered. We'll show you it because it's on the reverse side. But yeah, this person had it with the reverse dust jacket, which I think is wise because it's so beautiful. The sprayed edges, though, are the real star of the show here. So pretty. And this edition is like, wow. So this is the naked hardcover. Hi. So it's got like a pinky mauve foil. And then the end pages are different. Like, it kind of amazes me the difference between some books, between editions. And then this is the original hardcover. It's not like I don't like it, but I just think these people are so zoomed in and they're taking up the majority of the cover. So this, and it's got that same pinky foil. So yeah, it's not that I don't like it, but this is the one for me. So let me try and tell you what this book is about, because I actually don't know. I just bought it because it's pretty. So in glittery Avaland, nobles attend candlelit balls while unrest brews among the working class. Renowned dressmaker Neve is tasked with designing the prince's wardrobe for a royal wedding. But the magic in her blood that sets her stitch emotions and memories into fabric is the same magic that will eventually kill her. Ooh. Cursed and alone, Neve finds herself drawn to the prickly cold prince. Hi. And an unlikely friendship begins to blossom into something more. That is until an anonymous gossip column is released, exposing their chemistry and threatening scandal. As tensions rise with the royal court and protests rage... Sorry, I'm struggling to read today. And it's not because of my glasses, because they don't actually help me read. And protests rage outside its walls. Neve must decide what cost she is willing to pay for a future and a love she never thought possible. Wow, that sounds so fun. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Obviously I can't read this edition though. It's too pretty. I will only buy it on Kindle if it's like 99p. I won't buy it otherwise, but I can't really read an edition this nice. You know, and I definitely can't take it on my commute. Oh, but it's so gorgeous. So really, really happy to have that one. And then friends, because I'm basic. So we have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Now, a little bit of a caveat here. So I do have the Fourth Wing Waterstones edition. This is my favourite of all the sprayed edges for Fourth Wing that are available. The Waterstones ones are chef's kiss. It's got a map. I don't think I've even flicked through this, to be honest. It's got a map there. And it's just plain on the hardcover. I'm not going to read what this is about because like everyone knows. I haven't read it yet though. I do have it on Kindle, so I do really need to read it on Kindle. But yeah, gorgeous. So I picked this up because I didn't pick up Iron Flame. So I saw the exclusive edition of Iron Flame on Waterstones before, it was like just before Fourth Wing exploded. And I didn't pick it up because I thought, well, I don't know the book and, you know, I won't get it. And then that was stupid of me because it was in stock when I saw it. And then obviously it sold out. And they're not reprinting Iron Flame, the Waterstones edition, which and people were outraged, absolutely outraged. And which I guess is kind of fair enough, but obviously it must have just been the deal that they had with Waterstones. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, so I thought I'm going to get Fairy Loot. I thought I'm going to get Fourth Wing when it comes out because I would be able to resell this, admittedly not for nearly as much, but I mean for more than I bought it for, but not for as much as I maybe thought it would go for, but that's fine. I'll probably love Fourth Wing. It's so my kind of thing. So I'm not actually anticipating on selling it anyway. So yeah, I picked up Fourth Wing. So I then didn't think I was going to be able to get Iron Flame because obviously Waterstones has said they weren't able to reprint it. So I got an edition of Iron Flame from Etsy, which is really pretty. It's got the matching dragons to the hardcover, to the like the color of the, sorry, my brain is shut down. The color of the thing. And this is the end pages, which I think are just the normal end pages for the book. But yeah, like basically this person on Etsy like buys editions and then sprays them. So I was like, well, I'm never going to be able to get the edition that matches my Fourth Wing ones because I'm not going to be willing to pay what I think people will sell them for. So I decided to pick these one up. They don't go particularly well together, as you can see. I got this one because it's pretty, but there are maybe some on Etsy that were a better match, but this one was half price in Black Friday. And, you know, I totally fine, but buying sprayed edge books on Etsy is expensive and I haven't read the series, so I decided it was okay, I didn't get it. And then as I've mentioned, I'm in my Vinted era, and somebody was selling Iron Flame, the Waterstones edition, for half the price that everyone else is selling it on Vinted, which is still way more than I should be paying for a book. But I did decide to get it because I really want the version that matches. So I guess I will sell this Iron Flame edition, which is a real shame because it's really pretty. But realistically, I don't need this version because I will have the other version. And I know that a lot of people don't like Iron Flame as much, so the chances of me liking it enough to own 2 editions when I don't also have a matching Fairy Loot one, I think is it's small, so I will sell Iron Flame. But yeah, so that was the story of Wolfwing and Iron Flame. And that is everything for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you think I should prioritize the most out of all of these. I want to read all of them, basically, right now. So I don't know which one to prioritize. So let me know if you have an opinion on which one I should read first. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe. In the description, I will have a link to my Instagram and my Goodreads. That's my most active social media. So if you enjoy reading book reviews, that's where you can find those out. And if I remember, I'll also have a link to my vintage shop where I am selling books that I unhauled recently. So if there are any left and if you're interested in those, do check those out as well. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video.